Good morning everybody, I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is molecular forces. So how many types of molecular forces we are having? Nothing but we have four types of molecular forces. Number one, if you take ion dipole force. Number two is the dipole force. Number three is dipole induced dipole force. Fourth one is the induced dipole force. Come on here. We have four types of molecular forces. One is ion dipole force. Second one is dipole force. Third is induced dipole force and dipole force. Fourth is the induced dipole force. Now, what is the ion dipole force? Before going to know this everything, we required what is meaning of the dipole. I am taking the water molecule, I am taking H2O, which will have the H plus ion and the OH minus ion. Let us take, this is the plus ion, this is the minus. This is called as the H plus and this is called as the OH ion. Ultimately, water will have the positive charge, negative charge, and this molecule is called as the dipolar molecule. Dipolar molecule or polar molecule. Simply we can say dipole molecule. Water is a dipole molecule. HCl, H plus and Cl minus. Two opposite charges is present in the molecule. That's why HCl is a dipole molecule. Di nothing but two, poles nothing but two opposite charges. Now I am taking the first which is called as the ion dipole force. What is the meaning of the ion dipole force? Now I am taking the water which is a dipole molecule. Already you are familiar, plus and the minus. That's why it is called as the polar molecule. Polarity is there. It is called as the dipole molecule. Now I am adding the sodium chloride, common salt. Whenever sodium chloride is added to the water, immediately sodium is an ionic compound. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound which will have the Na plus and Cl minus ion. Now, this sodium ion moves to the negative end of the dipole. Cl minus ion, negative ion moves to the positive end of the dipole. Nothing but water will have plenty of the dipole. So positive ion moves to the negative end, negative ion moves to the positive end. Ultimately you will get like this. I am taking the sodium plus, and these are the dipole molecule, water molecule, positive. That's why this end will be the negative. Ultimately this end will be the positive. Now look at here. Positive ion moves to the negative end of the dipole. Negative ion moves to the positive end of the dipole. Nothing but negative. That's why this near is the positive. And these are the negative. Now, a force operates between the ion to dipole is called as the ion dipole force. That's all. What is the ion dipole force? A force operates between the ion and the dipole is called as the ion dipole, where positive ion moves to the negative end of the ion, negative ion moves to the positive end of the dipole. And this force is called as the ion dipole force immediately. This ion dipole force is directly proportional to the 1 by r square. Ion dipole force is directly proportional to the 1 by r square, where r is equal to distance between the ion to dipole. Distance between the ion to dipole. That's all. This is the ion dipole. A force operates between the ion to one dipole molecule is called as the ion dipole force. In the ion dipole force, positive ion moves to the negative end of the dipole. Negative ion moves to the positive end of the dipole. Ion dipole force is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 2. R is distance between the ion to dipole. That's all. Number 2. Number 2 is the dipole force. Here clearly mentioned. One dipole, another dipole. A force operates between the one dipole molecule to the another dipole molecule is called the dipole force. And there exists. Look at here. I am taking the plus minus one dipole molecule and plus minus another dipole molecule. A force operates between the one dipole molecule to another dipole is called the dipole force. Why I am taking like this? You are having the choice to take like this also. Negative, negative, plus. So, negative plus. Here attraction takes place. Negative, negative, repulsion takes place. Nothing but like poles will have the repulsion, unlike poles will have the attraction. And this type of attraction is called the dipole force. This dipole force is directly proportional to the r to the power of 1 by r to the power of 3. where r is equal to distance between the one dipole molecule to the another dipole molecule. That's all. This is about the dipole force. A force operates between the one dipole molecule to another dipole molecule is called the dipole force, which is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 3, where r is equal to distance between the one dipole molecule to the another dipole molecule. Number 3, dipole and induced dipole molecule. So already we are familiar, dipole nothing but two poles. What is the induced dipole? Now I am taking the dipole molecule which will have the positive negative. I am taking the neutral molecule. This is a neutral. No plus, no minus is called as the neutral. But this neutral molecule is adjacent to the dipole. Nothing but dipole molecule is adjacent to the neutral molecule. Immediately this neutral molecule behaves as a dipole. Behaves as a dipole. Why it is behaving as a dipole? Because dipole molecule is adjacent to the neutral. This neutral now behaves as a dipole molecule, which is a temporary dipole molecule. Immediately this negative, that's why it becomes as positive, and this will be the negative. If you remove this dipole, immediately this will be the neutral. Ultimately it is behaving as a temporary dipole molecule. It is getting the dipole polarity due to the adjacent molecule, adjacent dipole. That's why it is called as the induced dipole. This is called as the induced. This is the dipole permanent molecule. It is the temporary dipole molecule, and temporary dipole molecule is called as the induced dipole. Now what is the definition of the dipole induced dipole force? A force operates between the one dipole molecule which will have the permanent dipole nature to the temporary dipole molecule, and that force is called as the dipole induced dipole force. This dipole and induced dipole force is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 6, where r is equal to distance between the dipole molecule to the induced dipole molecule. Induced dipole molecule. Fourth, which is called as the induced dipole force, which is called as the London dispersion force. London dispersion force, very very important for your IPE as well as the EAMCET. Induced, both are induced. How it is possible? This is possible because it is a dipole molecule. That's why it gives you the dipole nature in the neutral molecule because of this molecule. But how you are getting the induced both? Now I am taking them. Both are the neutral. No positive, no negative. Both are neutral. How they behave as a neutral? The electron distribution will be the symmetrical. If the electron distribution is the symmetrical, then we can say the molecule is the neutral. But choice is there. Very fraction of the choice is there. The electron distribution may be unsymmetrical. Whenever the electron distribution may be unsymmetrical, immediately this molecule behaves as a dipole molecule. Electron distribution is symmetrical, neutral. Electron distribution may be the unsymmetrical. Immediately the molecule behaves as a dipole molecule. Immediately it creates the polarity in the adjacent molecule. Ultimately it is called the induced dipole molecule. It is also called the induced dipole molecule. The choice is very less, but this observed by the London, name of the scientist is the London. That's why this phenomenon is called the London dispersion forces. How the induced molecule is created here? Induced molecule is created by the distribution of the electron. Distribution of electron is symmetrical, molecule will be the neutral. If the distribution of electron may be the unsymmetrical in the fraction of the time, immediately that molecule behaves as a dipole. Immediately it creates the polarity in the adjacent molecule. Ultimately both are the induced dipole forces. Immediately a force operates between the one induced dipole to the another induced dipole is called the induced dipole force, which is also called as the London dispersion forces. This induced dipole force is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 6, where r is equal to distance between the one induced dipole molecule to the another induced dipole, and this type of phenomenon is called the London dispersion forces. Ultimately the molecular forces, four types of molecular forces we have. One is the ion dipole. Dipole is nothing but which will have the two oppositive charges, polar molecule, polarity molecule. Immediately ion dipole force, a force operates between the ion to dipole molecule is called the ion dipole force, which is directly proportional to the 1 by r square. Dipole force, a force which operates between the one dipole molecule to the another dipole molecule is called the dipole force, which is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 3. 1 by r to the power of 3. Then dipole induced dipole. What is the induced dipole? It is a neutral molecule, but it is adjacent to the dipole molecule. Immediately this dipole molecule creates the polarity in the adjacent molecule. That's why it is called as the temporary dipole molecule. That's why it is called as the induced dipole force. And now a force operates between the dipole molecule to the induced dipole molecule. That force is called as the dipole induced dipole force, which is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 6. The induced dipole force, it is also called as the London dispersion force. What is the phenomena? Electron distribution, if you observe the symmetrical neutral molecule, but electron distribution may be the unsymmetrical. Immediately it acts as a dipole molecule. Immediately it creates the polarity in the adjacent molecule. Now both are the induced dipole molecules. Then there exists a force. That force is called as the induced dipole forces you are having, which is directly proportional to the 1 by r to the power of 6. And these values 1 by r square, 1 by r cube, 1 by r to the power of 6, 1 by r to the power of 6 is important for the EAMCET examination. Thank you.